And finally, we're joined by head coach Seb Hines. Seb, a 0-0 result here at CP KC Stadium, a tough place to play. Just give us your initial thoughts after the match.
I thought the players were phenomenal. Their attitude, their energy that they showed, and even the way that they played. You know, it's brave, and I love the bravery to try and play, especially in an environment like this, and the success that KC have had. But you know, there's almost a little bit of disappointment that we didn't come away with more. They always, pose a threat with their direct play, but I thought we got to certain positions and was just, maybe a little bit, away from taking the shot or the final cross and just that little bit more commitment. But overall, I'm really pleased with the players' performance and under some tough circumstances as well.
And Rafaeli made her first start since coming back from injury. Obviously, she's had a couple minutes, but can you just talk about getting her back out there for the first half and her performance tonight?
Yeah, she's a top player. We'd love to have her start more games, but due to injury and especially this period, we've got to be so careful with her. We've got to make sure that we're managing her correctly and giving the right amount of minutes. And today, with the progressions she's shown with some of the games prior to this, it was an opportunity to give her 45. And she can build on that now. We have a quick turnaround with Angel City. But we want Rafa, fit and firing as we get to the back end of the season.
We'll go next to the Zoom and go to Theo.
Hey Seb, congratulations on a big clean sheet. I don't know if you knew, but no one's ever been to CPKC Stadium and got a clean sheet against the current before. So big kudos to you and your players on that. I wanted to kind of ask you about, what was a very strange situation with the heat delay coming in quite late. The game was almost in the warm-up phase, and then it was warm-ups again, and then it was postponed. So kind of, if you could just walk me through what that experience was like for you. And then the second part of my question is sort of, how did you manage your players? How did you keep them physically and mentally prepared? Because it's just such a difficult situation.
No, it is a difficult situation, and we fell into the trap a little bit. Coming to KC in August and putting a 3 o'clock kickoff, it's not putting the players' well-being, firsthand. So yeah, we got the warm up. It was extremely hot. It was too hot to play, and we would like that decision to have been made earlier on before warm up, so they can probably prep a little bit better. It was a lot of waiting around. We're going to test the wet bulb another 15 minutes, and there was a lot of confusion and lack of communication as well of what the next steps were. But overall, I'm pleased that we managed to get onto the field and it was safe for the players. I think it was the right decision to be made. At 6 o'clock, obviously, it was a bit cooler, and everyone got to watch good, entertaining football as well. So overall, I was disappointed with the decision making prior to the 6 o'clock kickoff, but once we got there, I think that was the best interest for the players and everyone here, and even the fans as well. It's brutal. 3 o'clock, sun's beaming. We have to have the best interest for everyone who's involved here at the stadium.
And finally, Seb, obviously, Barbara goes down early. Don't plan that, but Lemos comes on, puts in a great shift. Corey comes on at halftime. Just talk about what it's like to be able to use those subs and the performance that all your 5 substitutes had in the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that you don't plan for. Barbara going down after 10 minutes. Barbara is such a key player for us with, a threat in behind and a goal scoring, and she's constantly putting herself in position to score. And we had to adapt. We still wanted to keep the threat with Ali and Priska on the flanks. But we had a different style of play to what probably a lot of the fans have seen, and obviously KC have seen. We felt that we could control the tempo of the game with more midfielders, but whilst also having that threat in behind. So credit to the players, they adapted really well. We have gone through those moments in training and in some scrimmages where we haven't had the likes of Barbara. And, they were prepared for it and they played extremely well. I was really pleased with the players who started and were able to adapt, but also the players that came on and finished the job.